Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a politician who fears demonstrations in this country, Kenya, or rather protests, is none other than President William Ruto and his close allies who support the current government. How? Ruto has decided to surrender himself, especially regarding those who were injured during the June 2024 demonstrations. Dear viewer, as you continue watching this clip, because I'm prepared to explain more, please, I request you, I beseech you, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I kindly ask you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This is the only YouTube channel you can trust, where we don't sugarcoat anything, but always we are putting news as it is. I kindly request you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload any new video clip, you will be notified that Mwana Kenya Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. Welcome to our political analysis. I want to explain in detail how President William Ruto has finally surrendered himself. The acting Secretary General, or rather interim Secretary General of the Orange Democratic Movement Party, ODM, Catherine Omanyo, had demanded that President William Ruto's government should ensure that compensation is provided to those affected based on their extent of their injuries. This is what Catherine Omanyo had said that prompted President William Ruto to surrender. Catherine Omanyo said this according to Kenyans.co.ke. They published what Catherine Omanyo said: compensation should match the harm suffered. No claim should be left unattended. In cases where someone died, village elders or the local chief were always present. Their reports can help identify and include those who may not yet have been enlisted. That is what Acting Secretary General for ODM Catherine Omanyo had sent to President William Ruto's government. Later, Ruto's government surrendered. How? According to Kenyans.co.ke, it says government to pay families of those killed during protests 3 million each. Whoever was killed is going to be compensated, or rather his or her family is going to receive 3 million. Severely injured victims to get 1 million each, and moderately injured victims to get 500,000 shillings. Now, the question we are asking ourselves: why has the government that is under the leadership of President William Ruto has decided to provide compensation to those affected families through the demonstrations? Point number one: Thursday demonstrations factor. You know, I think you remember what DCP Deputy Party Leader Cleophas Balala said about 2 weeks ago. He gave an ultimatum to President William Ruto's government to make sure they have compensated the victims of June 2024. Balala had announced that opposition is prepared to demonstrate, accompanied by Gen Zs, to demonstrate to compel the government to give compensation. But because Ruto is afraid of protests, he gave orders to make sure compensation is released. Now we can report that President William Ruto has surrendered and his government has accepted to give compensation to those families which were affected during June 2024 protests in this Republic of Kenya. I think you remember what happened in Kenya. We are preaching peace in this country. We don't want to lose even a single Kenyan through demonstrations. Whoever is listening, I'm trying to explain what happened 2024 actually, when we lost many young people through demonstrations. But this time around, we don't want to lose even one Kenyan through protests or other demonstrations. DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua has announced, and many Kenyans are not believing. We have a section of Kenyans who were thinking that Gachagua is behind demonstrations in Kenya on Thursday this week. But Rigathi Gachagua, when he was addressing the media today, he said no need for Kenyans to demonstrate. This is what he said. I want to quote what he said. I ask all Kenyans to keep off the streets and stay at home on June 25th. The battle against Ruto is not worthy lost lives or the destruction of businesses. Let us be patient and suppress our anger. We will have sufficient opportunity next year 2027 to deal with President William Ruto and his rogue regime. So that means Rigathi Gachagua has stopped the so-called Thursday protests in this country, Kenya. And I really support, because if Ruto has decided to release compensation, why are you going to protest? Why? There is no need. We need to pray for these families which were affected in the year 2024 and even in the year 2017. Point number 2, why Ruto's government has decided to provide compensation to those affected families. Number 2, the 10-point agenda factor. The late Raila Odinga had signed an agreement between him and President William Ruto that the so-called broad-based government was to give compensation. This is what the late Raila Odinga had announced, that where we are at the moment, the current regime that is under the leadership of President William Ruto must give compensation. Because Raila is nowhere to be seen, Ruto had to obey what they agreed to do before the next general elections 2027. That is why Ruto's government has decided to release money for compensation to those affected families. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm requesting you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button that is down here. Once you are done, remember to turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload any new video clip, you will be notified that Mwana Kenya Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye, ladies and gentlemen, and be blessed.